Hi there folks, and welcome to Get Strumming. And it's a really sad day today actually, because I've just found out earlier on that the British actor Bernard Cribbins has passed away aged 93. And for a lot of people who are of a certain age will remember him from their childhood. He was in the Doctor Who movies in the 60s with Peter Cushing. He was also in the Carry On films. He was in Fawlty Towers with John Cleese playing the cutlery salesman Mr. Hutchinson. And he was also in The Railway Children, of which they're about to release The Railway Children 2. So it's quite pertinent that Bernard Cribbins has passed away. He was also, unbeknownst to a lot of people, he was also a northern lad as well. He was actually from Oldham. He was Northern England lad, just like me. Anyway, I just thought as a tribute to Bernard Cribbins' memory, we'd have a go at Right Said Fred. It's a song that I've always loved for years. You'll find it often on compilation CDs of novelty songs from the 60s and 70s, and it's always at the top of the list. It's a little bit complicated, but what I've done is I've kept it all in one key because there is a key change in the middle. But what we're going to do is we're going to cheat and we're going to use one of these, capo. You don't have to use the capo, you can keep it all in the key of C if you want, but if you do want to do that key change, I'll show you when to put the capo on. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you, I'll show you how the song goes. It goes like this. Right said Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as we go. There you go. Sound effects not included. Right, okay then. So we're going to start off with a C major chord. So you're going to use your third finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string. Next up, we've got an F major. So we're using our 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. Then we've got a G7, so using your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, and 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string. And then next up we've got a A minor, sorry. We're going to use an A minor chord, so that's using your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string. We've also got a D major. So that's using your 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 2nd string. Got a nice easy C7, 1st finger, 1st fret, 1st string. We've also got a G major, so using your 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string. We've also got G minor, so that's using your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 1st string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, and 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string. We've also got D minor, so using your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string. Okay, we've also got a little bit of D7, so I'm using the D7 bar chord here, so use your 1st finger across the 2nd fret and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string. And there's also a little bit of A7 as well, so that's a nice easy chord, 1st finger, 1st fret, 3rd string. Okay then, so let's have a look at the introduction. Now the strumming pattern, by the way, it's just dead simple. Downstrokes, just like that. I've also forgotten to mention, if you want to make it more accurate, instead of using an F, you could use an F7. So I'll just show you how to play that for those of you that don't know how to play an F7. Use your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. Then use your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 3rd string. So that's an F7. The reason I'm giving you that option is the melody kind of goes, and with an F7, you get that note there. If you find it too tricky, just stick to the F. It works just as well. So what we're going to do, just like I did there, we're going to start off with introduction, on the C major. So we're going to do 2 downstrokes on C, and then 2 on F or F7, 2 on C, 2 on F7, 2 on C, 2 on F or F7, and then 1 on G7, and then we're into the song. So I'll do that again. C, F, C, F, C, F, G7, and then we're going to go into the main song. So this is starting with a C, right said, and then F or F7, Fred, back to C, both of us to F7, together, C, 1 each, F, end and C, steady as we, then 1 strum on G7, go, and then there's a groan or whatever. I said sound effects, you know. Can include your own sound effects, heaving and complaining, boing, that type of thing. Okay then, so we've done the first couple of lines. Right said Fred, both of us together, 1 each end and steady as we go. 3, 4, and then we go back to the C. Tried to F, shifted C, couldn't even F, lifted C, we was F, getting C, nowhere, and A minor, so, D, we, then G, had a cup of tea. Okay, let's go through this first verse together, because like I say, it's pretty complicated, and it's fast moving, so we'll take it bit by bit. Okay then, so starting with the intro, C, F or F7, C, F, C, F, G7, 2, 3, 4, then into the main song. Right said C to F, Fred, back to C, both of us to F, together, C, 1 each, F, end and C, steady as we, G7, go, then back to C, tried to F, shifted C, couldn't even F, lifted C, we was F, getting C, nowhere, and A minor, so D, we, then G, had a cup of tea, and then we're going to go now into the second verse. So we're back with a C, right said F, Fred, C, give a shout to F, Charlie, back to C, up comes F, Charlie, C, from the 4B, G7, low, and then we're going to go back to the C, after F, straining C, heaving and come F, plain in C, we was F, getting C, nowhere, and A minor, so D, we, G, had a cup of tea, and now this is one of the middle sections, so we're going to go to a G minor now. Charlie had a C7, think any F, thought we ought to G minor, take off C7, all the F handles, and the A minor, things what D, L, the G, candles, but it's A minor, did know D, good, well and then to G, never thought it would, and then quick down stab on G7, oh, and then back into the next verse. So we're going to go back to a C. Right said F, Fred, C, have to take the F feet off C, to get them F feet off C, wouldn't take a G7, more sound effects, boink, then let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just lost my place. It's back to C. Took its F, feed off C. Even took the F, seed off C. Should have F, got his C somewhere. But, and then A7, no. So on that bit you go, so now we go to D minor. Fred said G, let's have a C. Another cup of A minor, T, and D minor. We said G, right, back to C. O, F, C, F, C, F, G7. Now we're into the next verse. So now for all of you that have got the original recording, you'll realise at this point, this is where the key is lifted to C sharp. Now I'm not going to go into C sharp playing all these bar chords. So what I'm going to do is I'll put the capo on the first fret, but not now. I'll leave that for the run through that we do at the end. So I'll just stay in the key of C for now, and then use the capo a bit later. Okay then, so here we go with back to our C. Right said F, Fred, C, have to take the F, door off C, need more F, space to C, shift the so and G7, so. Then back to C, had bed F, twinges C, taking off the F, hinges C, and it F, God is C, nowhere, and A minor, so D, we, G, had a cup of tea, G7, and then we're going to go back to C for the next verse. Right said F, Fred, C, have to take the F, wall down C, at their F, all is C, gonna after G7, go. Okay then, so the next line is back to a C, took the F, wall down C, even with it F, all down C, we was F, getting C, nowhere, and A minor, so D, we, G, had a cup of tea, G7, and now we're going to go to G minor. Charlie had a C7, think Annie F, said, look, Fred of G minor, got a C7, sort of F, feeling, if A minor, we, D major, remove G, the ceiling, with her A minor, rope or D, two, we could G, drop the blighter through, quick stab on G7, oh, and then back to C, right said F, Fred, C, climbing up a F, ladder C, with his F, crowbar C, gave a mighty G7 blow. Now back to C, was E in F, trouble C, half a ton of F, rubble C, landed F on the C, top of his, and then A7, down. Now we go to D minor, so Charlie and G, me had a C, another cup of A minor, T, and D minor, then we G, went home, back to C, and now you just can alternate between the C and F. I said to Charlie, we're just gonna have to leave it standing on the landing, that's all. You see, the trouble is with Fred, he's too hasty. Now you don't get nowhere when you're too hasty. And then do a quick stab on G7, and then C. And that is the song in its entirety. So, I hope that was useful for you. There will be more comprehensive versions because it is a really complex song, but I've tried to kind of simplify it just enough for the average ukulele player to be able to strum along to the song. So, let's have a look at it in its entirety now. Shall we give it a go? Why not? Okay then. So, deep cough, cough, and don't forget, oh, white feather there. There we go. It's the spirit of Mr. Cribbins. There we go. Thank you, Bernard. There we go. Sorry about that. Here we go then. So we're going to start off from the top. So don't forget, keep your capos at the ready, because we're going to put the capo on. I think it's on the fourth verse. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, set, Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as we go. Tried to shift it, couldn't even lift it, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and right, said Fred, give it to Charlie, up comes Charlie from the floor below. Often straining, even and complaining, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and Charlie had a think, and he thought we ought to take off all the handles and the things what held the candles. Well, it did no good, well, I never thought it would. All right, said Fred, I have to take the feet off to get them feet off, wouldn't take them home. Ooh. Took its feet off, even took its seat off, should have got us somewhere, but no. So Fred said, let's have another cup of tea, and we said, right on. Now we put on our capo. Oh, right, said Fred, have to take the door off to need more space to shift the so-and-so. Had bad twinges, taking off the hinges, and it got us nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and right, said Fred, have to take the wall down, that there wall is gonna have to go. Took the wall down, even with it all down, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and Charlie had a thing, and he said, look, Fred, I've got the sort of feeling, if we remove the ceiling with a rope or two, we could drop the bladder through. All right, said Fred, climbing up the ladder with his crowbar, gave a mighty blow. Weren't we in trouble, half a ton of rubble landed on the top of his dome. So Charlie and we had another cup of tea, and we went right on. I said to Charlie, we're just gonna have to leave it standing on the landing, that's all. You see, the trouble is with Fred, he's too hasty. Now you're gonna get nowhere when you're too hasty. So there you go. Warts and all. Yeah, so that was Right Said Fred by Bernard Cribbins, recorded and released on the Parlophone label, and guess who was producing? Yes, none other than the fantastic George Martin. So if you get a chance, do have a listen to Right Said Fred by Bernard Cribbins, because it is one of the great novelty songs, and he was just such a wonderful performer and singer as well. I mean, he got some really high notes up there as well. So this one's to you, Bernard Cribbins. I just wish I'd got to meet you at some point, and we could have had a little bit of a duo or a duet, maybe playing on the ukulele, but it wasn't to be. So enjoy, keep strumming, and don't forget, if you've got any of the songs that you'd like me to teach you in the near future, just leave me a message in the comment section. Bye-bye for now.